What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K Flex, and I'm back here with yet another video. And today we got a video on the Miami Dolphins as we go through what I consider the Miami Dolphins Great Depression. that's the only thing I can really related to. This is like the worst time I think ever in my entire life to be a Dolphins fan, with us not having our pick, how bad we are, just losing to a team that was on a 20-game losing streak, that lost for over a year and a half with a drunk coach, a rookie coach, a rookie quarterback, a terrible coach. We just got outclassed, outplayed, outperformed by the Jacksonville Jags. Coming off that loss, we pretty much damn near ended our season. It's not over yet. We'll get into that later. But yeah, this has been a very, very dark time. Now, you guys know I made the tour video yesterday. I knew the reaction I was going to get to that video. To be honest with you, I didn't read any of the comments. I'm not going to read any of the comments because, truth be told, when I made that video, I know for a fact that there was going to be a lot of hating ass negative comments. And that comes with it. And I'm okay with that. However, the issue with myself is I'm so self-aware that I know what's going to happen if I read those comments. If I read those comments, I'm not a Tua hater, but that video may have looked like I was. And if I read those comments, I actually will turn into a Tua hater because I know people are on my ass, on me like, oh my God, you don't know what you're talking about, you're an idiot, and people are rude about it. Now, if I read those comments, what's going to happen is now you're going to try to force my hand to try to prove that I'm right. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to try to prove that Tua's regular. And I don't want to root against him. So I would rather just not read those comments and move on with my life. But that's just how I feel, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's family, we're brothers and sisters. I don't really, I don't care to really argue too much about a player. I'm a Dolphin fan. But that's the reality of that. Now, let's get into the new video. The new video is simply, listen, I know the last two videos have been super negative. I'm trying to stir back to positivity a little bit. So we're going to talk about just a normal video, nothing that's gonna be too much bashing the team. But there's one thing that I just really, and I'll probably make it the title of this video, is who is going to step up. Get in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. At the end of the day, that's the only way this team is going to turn this around. Somebody has to step up. You look at the last year, somebody's gonna have to play out of their mind. Last year it was Agba and Xavier Howard. Those two people played out of their fucking minds, especially Agba, because he came out of nowhere. And obviously it has to be a team effort, but there has to be those one or two players that are really just going crazy. Right now we have nobody. I mean, Christian Wilkins playing okay, but he's not game-changing play material. He does his job. Okay, like everybody else, they just do their job. But who is really out there changing the game? And if you look at the Miami Dolphins, we have nobody right now on this team. We have a lot of people with potential to change the game. We just have nobody that's doing it. Okay. Even our cornerbacks, people seem to have regressed. It's some bad things going on with the Dolphins. But in short, somebody is going to have to step up. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be, a Tua? It doesn't have to be Tua, though. Let me make that clear. It doesn't have to be Tua. Again, we have different expectations of Tua, obviously. But I'll tell you this: if I'm going to get cussed out every time that I'm angry with the team, and I say I don't give a fuck about Tua's performance when we lose to the worst team in the league, and he threw 300 yards, and our season damn near ended. And if that's going to cause people to get angry about me because I'm not celebrating Tua's 300-yard performance, then you're going to get mad at me every time because I don't give a fuck about it, honestly. But anyways, it doesn't have to be Tua. It's not going to be Myles Gaskin or Malcolm Brown. We already know that. But it could be somebody like Austin Jackson. It could be somebody like Phillips, who's getting better every week. It could be Agba again. It could be our cornerbacks starting to play like themselves again. It could be, Will Fuller, Jalen Waddle. It could be somebody's going to have to become that guy. Devontae Parker. It could be the training camp all-star Albert Wilson, who everybody was dick sucking in the train. Oh my God, he's the best. We've never heard of him since the season. Albert Wilson, training camp hero, Albert Wilson, who we haven't heard from since the season started. It could be anybody. Somebody has to, though. Again, we can blame the coaching, and yes, it's on the coaching, but what great individual performances have we seen this year from players? Mike Gesicki has a couple great games, and it could definitely be Mike Gesicki, but he's had a couple great games. Hopefully, he can build off of it. But besides Mike Gesicki's couple games, Jalen Waddle's had some games too. I think he's had a lot of catches, but he don't get a lot of yards. He hasn't done what I would consider for him to be great. Jalen Waddle has done great, but he hasn't done what I would consider for him to be great because he has a potential to do a lot more, especially on the deep ball if he could get it. But Mike Gesicki, I think he's had a couple of stellar performances, and everybody else kind of does their job, but we haven't had no really game-changing players right now or performances, and someone's going to have to step up at this particular point. Yes, we can blame the coaches, but there's nothing that's going to happen with the coaches this year. So we got to move on past that. We got to fight. We got to fight with the coaches. If you want to blame the coaches, they're not getting fired this year. I'm already damn near certain about that because we don't have nobody to replace them. Their interim is going to be just like Brian Flores' interim is going to be somebody he hired who's trash as well. So it's no point. You know what I'm saying? There's no Rizzy. You know what I'm saying? There's no Rizzy. So I said it to say who is it going to be? You know, get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Who is it going to be? Who's going to be that guy to step up for the Miami Dolphins that we're going to have a chance? Who y'all think it is? I'm hoping it's Will Fuller. I'm hoping it's one of these receivers. Again, I'm really, really hoping it's Tua. But again, y'all got a million excuses for Tua, and I don't really got time to be even getting into it. But if it's not him, I hope it's one of these receivers or Austin Jackson. Or, you know, but once somebody's going to have to get motivated, get angry, and just start going crazy for the Dolphins. And there's a lot of people with a lot of potential in the Dolphins, but we just got to see which one's really finna just break the through. And we're going to need that. We had it last year, like I said, with Agba and Xavier Howard. We're going to need somebody to start putting up some very inspirational performances for the Dolphins. In y'all opinion, if y'all think that Tua's 300-yard passing day against the worst team in the league was inspirational, that was to y'all. It would have been inspirational to me if we would have won, but we lost. I don't know how inspirational to me. We need somebody to actually put up just an incredible performance where, you know, they're like player of the week worthy performance and build off that to have a chance. Right now, again, we're not getting a lot of that. I think Mike Gesicki is probably the closest one, but somebody's gonna have to do something. Because again, we just look way too regular right now, and like as a team, we just look super regular and basic, and it's not resulting in any win. So I'm not saying it's gonna have to be who it's gonna have to be. That's up for you guys to really discern for yourself. But somebody has to step up, and if somebody steps up, we can start getting some wins. Now, is it too late for the playoffs? We damn near can't make another mistake. But again, I'll never give up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I will give up at a certain point. But right now, okay, it's not even halfway through the season yet. I have confidence that something can turn around. But it's not going to happen with everybody playing how they're playing now and the coach. It's not going to happen. There has to be something drastic changes. Now, I'm not talking about personnel-wise. I'm talking about within the people that are actually playing. Someone has to play above their heads or to their potential. And I don't know who it's going to be, but someone has to. And my bet is going to be one of these receivers. Either that or one of these cornerbacks. Xavier Howard goes back to his old self. Byron Jones plays like the highest paid cornerback on the team. Or, you know, well, he's not the highest paid anymore, but one of the highest paid cornerbacks on the team. Or Devontae Parker stays healthy and starts making huge catches and aggregate those crazy contested catches like against the Eagles. Somebody. Or Jalen Waddle starts getting utilized like he's supposed to get utilized, and we're able to really take effective advantage of his speed. But whatever the case may be, someone has to step up in some regard for us to have any type of success. No personnel changes this right now, because no personnel changes are going to happen. We're rocking with who we got. Who is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Who is it going to be that's going to take that step to take the Dolphins and at least make them watchable? At least make them, you know what I'm saying? Who is it going to be that the defense is going to have to really game plan for? Right now, they game plan for Waddle, but Waddle don't even go deep like that. You know what I'm saying? But they do game plan for Waddle. We have him moving around a lot, but I don't know if we just really know how to use somebody like that yet. You know, if we end up, say something happens with Brian Flores, if we end up getting the Chiefs offensive coordinator, I bet you he know how to use Waddle. Okay, I just don't know if we know what we're doing with him yet. It's all type of problems right now, but we'll figure it out. But I'm afraid it might be too late. So if we can figure it out earlier, the better. But as long as we figure it out before the end of the season, I guess there's something to be excited about. But who's gonna be, man? Who's gonna be the step up? All right, get in the conversation. Know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11K noise. Okay, flexing. I love all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not reading the comments from last video. I already know y'all was on. We'll do. Even I like all the Dolphin fans. Let's put it that way. And I understand the Tua love. Again, it's second-year quarterback. You supposed to love him. This is not a Tannehill situation where it was his 7th year and niggas was still talking about he's the future and all this. This is a guy in the second year. I do understand the Tua love, support you're supposed to want for your team. But again, I'm always gonna say, man, if we lose to the Jags, there's nobody that's gonna get off scot-free with me. That's just the reality of it, okay? But again, you're supposed to root for your quarterback. So listen, I'm not angry at anybody. I still root for Tua. I still like Tua. But honestly, I just have a little higher expectations. That's all it is. All right, like, comment, subscribe, go to 11K. Back in flexing. Oh.